Hello everybody, my name is EK and welcome back to Secrets of Grindea. Today I have a lot to talk about. First off, I had recorded a video of us doing 4 side quests, but unfortunately the audio got lost. This means I will be recapping that video in just a moment so you guys don't miss out on the big bits. Secondly, I have done an insane amount of off-screen grinding and I am super excited to share the results with you guys. So I will see you guys after Editing EK does his section. Starting off the video, we found Not's hat next to the fruit building. We had knocked this down in the previous video, but we hadn't yet collected it. We handed it back to Not and he allowed us to keep the hat. Not an upgrade, but thanks anyway. We then explored Portemonnaie a little bit, found a quest of a guy whose cat was missing. We then had to lure this cat back to the NPC using fish. And fortunately, being as smart as we are, we figured out that we were able to use the angular fish hat to turn ourselves into a fish to make sure that the NPC would follow us. Because otherwise, I think you would just have to keep dropping fish and dropping fish and dropping fish. The aggro radius was rather short, so because we turned into a fish ourselves, this means all I had to do was just stay close, stay ahead of it, and it would follow me. Alright, quest done. Next up, sponsored contest. This quest is the quest for which we have to use only sponsored gear to deal with a wave survival section back in the Colosseum. And man, it did feel very good to be back there. The gear was very subpar and very much carried by us. But hey, I guess that's the false marketing that they were after. We also get to keep this gear, so that is cool. And if we don't like it, it does sell for a fair amount of money in the shops. We then did the museum is closed quest, for which we had to find a stonemason. Fortunately, we know one who lives in Evergrande City. Unfortunately, Katarina the stonemason is not very good with the sun and needs us to make her some super strong sunscreen. I can definitely relate to this. We are sent to the witch in the pumpkin woods. The witch then tells us we need ectoplasm from ghosties and pumpkin meat from jumpkins. Fortunately, we do have these ingredients. However, she also needs a third ingredient, the root of a kingweed. A very powerful type of weed that now spawns in this area, so we go hunt it. It is a proper boss fight with thorns spawning all over the area. He's also rather tanky, plus he has a bit of an unexpected ability. After the thorns have been on the field for a certain amount of time, the kingweed sets them ablaze, causing them to explode and leave behind fire fields. Better not step in those. After a while, I learned the best way to deal with it for my build is just kiting around, having my summons do the damage and spamming my potion and barrier off cooldown. We take it down, bring back the root to the witch and get gifted the sunscreen. Oh, and she did not even need the root, by the way, she just wanted one. The sunscreen just required ectoplasm and pumpkin meat. Bamboozled again. We find Katarina next to the broken down statue and are told we need 2 more things. We need ancient rocks. These we already have. But we also need a hair decoration. Bag points out that we can find both in Taiming. Fortunately, we easily find the hairpin next to the shoddy bridge in Taiming and bring everything back to Katarina. The statue is properly rebuilt and we get a new accessory, an ancient pendant. This accessory gives us much better stats and increases the charge speed of all skills and spells. With our summon build, we are not really benefiting that much from the special effect, but the base stats make it much better than lucky number 7, so we equip it. There is a lot more stuff to discuss, but I'll leave that to real-time EK, so see you in a moment. Alright, hello everybody, welcome to the live section once again. I guess before this there should be a bit of a post-recording by editing me. If not, then, flare him in the comments, okay? Because he didn't do his job. Anyway, I have so much to talk about right now. I'm just buzzing with excitement. Let's just hop straight in. So some of the stuff I talked about in a previous video, I'll just cover that real quick and then I will move into the new stuff that I haven't yet talked about at all, although you guys haven't heard me talk about the stuff in the previous videos, so it's all new to you guys, so it's all good. So first of all, I want to go over to the cards real quick. So before the previous video I had done this, but of course that footage is now lost. I had gotten the additional cards we were missing. I believe we had the living veggies card and we had the solemn card, but we didn't yet have the orange slime card, the sandraven card and the cactude card. Let me just quickly showcase these. So first of all, the cactude card says your wand projectiles travel farther and faster, well, the other way around, but hey, it works. And this is a cute cactus drinking a cocktail with some dunes in the background. It's all nice and lovely. He's cute. And it does also say, this is how the card looks up close. Be careful not to fray the corners. I think that says, yeah, it says that for every single card. Then we have the Sandraven card here, which has slowing effects impair you 15% less. Now this one, first of all, the art's really cool. Like it's a bird, a raven, cooking bird stuff, right? Like he's cooking eggs, he's cooking like chicken leg thingies. So, you know, he's kind of cooking his own stuff, which is a bit weird. It's like, you know, I would be cooking my own arm or something. But the effect itself, slowing effects impair you 15% less. That is incredible, because that means that when we are doing a boss fight or something, where there's like the, you know, goop on the floor, like the red slime, for example, the big part that makes that difficult is running around with all the goop on the floor. Now, if there is goop on the floor in the final boss fight, maybe, don't know if that's going to be the case, but, you know, you never know, then maybe this will be able to help us out a bit. And then finally, we have the orange slime card. You just see a whole bunch of orange slime. They're adorable. And it says, basic attacks increase attack speed by 1 for 5 seconds, stacked up to 10 times. So lots of auto-attacking will give us much, much more DPS. Well, at least that's the idea. Now, you will also see a couple of new things in my equipment. Well, actually, only one new thing in my equipment right now that wasn't already discussed in the video. So we did get some new accessory here, the ancient pendant. I talked about it. An old pendant imbued by forgotten knowledge increases charge speed of all skills and spells. But also we have the recipe book. So the recipe book says, written by a bird, lovely title, well, lovely name, titled Extra with EGG, not next. Delicious recipes. Hitting stuff makes pages come loose. So this one has a very cool special effect where if you, I think how it works is as long as you get an assist on the mob with your own weapon, so your summons will get the kill, but your auto attack gets a hit in, it has a chance to drop pages. Now, if I go over to the crafting menu, we'd also craft another item. I don't think I discussed that the other day or in the previous section, because I did already write the script for it. But there was one recipe that we got. It was like a very standard, like spiky weapon, which used like cactus stuff. Let me go find it real quick. Yeah, the cactus club, a huge club made of cactus parts. The thorns fall off sometimes, but grow back again. I'm guessing the effect will drop spiky stuff on the floor or something. We couldn't craft it before, but we got a lot of cactus flesh and cactus needles, cactus flowers, all from hunting those cutes, because we wanted to get the card, so I was able to craft this one. Which also means that if I go over here right now and I hide this cover, there's only 3 more left. Now for these two, the tuner weapon, we don't know exactly what we need as a base, but we have the sword pieces. And for the headgear, oh whoops, we don't know what we need for the base as well, but we have large crystals and we have cave moss, both of which we have a sufficient amount of as well. So that means we only need the base one for this and the base one for that, and we can craft those. And then this one requires honey, which we have 67 of, and we require 1, so that's, you know, plenty. And we need 42 pages, a recipe page from a cooking book. It's one of the best ones too. So what I'm guessing will happen is once we collect enough pages, we can upgrade it into this version. It will lose its special effect, but its special effect is only giving us pages, like it's not doing anything in combat for us. But it gives us more magic attack even and more casting speed. Alright, I think that's all the stuff that I talked about in the previous video, so we're all back up to date again, and now I can talk about the new stuff. So, first of all, my game time has shot up a ridiculous amount. I have done an insane amount of grinding. So last time you guys saw me, I can't remember the exact level I was, but I think I was like level 27, 28. I guess I can check and put it up on the screen. But now I'm 35. And what did I do? Well, I spent hours and hours and hours farming in the pumpkin woods. And if I now go to the monster list, this is actually ridiculous. If I go down here and I go to the jumpkins, for example, I have 46,000 kills. Most mobs are like 30,000, 600, 150, 300, 150, 30, 170. 46,000. Reason I grinded these things like a madman is because I wanted to get the drops. Because these guys drop 2 things. And both of these things feed into the pet. So if I go to feed right now, you know, it's gonna be great, guys. Look at this, look at this. I'm so excited. I've been stockpiling these things for so long. I'm so excited to finally spend them. Look at this. If I go to damage right now, there they are. I don't know why it like was scrolled down or something, but look at this. I have 11,500 pumpkin stems all giving +5 experience. I also have these, the +1s. I have 33,500 of them. And I had farmed about 300,000 coins just from farming those things. And I spent it all on grilled ribeye steak, which is why I'm also here, because you can buy the ribeye steak from this vendor here. You can buy food for every single type of buff, and the ribeye steak is the one that, you know, has the high protein pet food that builds muscle. I own 1,799 of them. So right now on recording, what I'm going to be doing is I am going to be using it all in one sitting. Now, I don't know if I have to speed this up because it might take actual ages. I also have like a lot of skill points to spend, as you guys can see. So there's just, I'm so excited for today because there's just so much stuff to talk about. So first off, let's do the most fun thing of the day. Let's go over to the pet menu and let's start spending it. So right now we're level 9. I do know that it shoots up exponentially. Like every time you get a level up, the total amount of experience required is going up a lot. So I don't know how far we can get, but I'm curious. So let's start with the lowest one. You know, let's start with the 1 XP per... Actually, let's start with the grilled ribeye steak, because that's like a low amount. So let me just hold the button down for a bit. And let's enjoy this together. So 8%, 9%, 10%, 11%. I'm probably going to have to speed this up at some point in editing for the other ones, because it's going to take absolute ages. But my god, we get so much damage. All right, now let's spend these. I'll just speed up the footage a lot, so see you guys in a moment. Alright, that's the pumpkin meat, and then we have the pumpkin stems, which give 5 experience each, so let's get going. Oh my god, it's done. I don't know how long that took, but I think that was like well over 10 minutes of just me holding down the A button. But we went from 8% to 44%. My pet's level 45, look at this. 6, 1, 45. I would love to at some point, I've renamed them by the way, this is big damage and this is unkillable. I would love to do the same thing maybe for like an HP pet at some point as well, and, you know, get like 50% HP boost or something. Because honestly, as much as the damage is really cool and I just wanted to stack up on a lot of damage, I think for really hard fights, HP might be better, really. But I really enjoyed the farming spot with the jumpkins. They were really, really fun. So if I now go to my stats, I had like 370, 380-ish power or magic damage. Now it's 491. That's a bit of a boost. And do keep in mind that very soon we will have yet another upgrade in our weapon. Now, I do wonder how this works, because as you guys know, as I've just shown you guys, there is this upgrade, which is +7 magic attack. But does this already take into account the pet? Because if it's a 40% boost, that would be like 3 damage or something. So I'm curious to see, once I equip it, whether it's actually going to boost this up to 498, or whether it's going to then also add on top of that the pet, because the pet might come in as a later calculation, assuming it's going to go over the weapon stats, which will push me over 500 magic attack, which is going to be just ridiculous. But speaking of ridiculous, guys, there's just so much stuff to show you. So you guys know this fella, right? You know, we've had this guy with us for a very long time now. He is, you know, he's a very good friend of ours. But how about we upgrade him? How about we spend the final 2 golden skill points into the Frosty Friend. Summon a snow creature to help you fight against your enemies. So 1 point into him. There we go. More damage, more health. Yes. But let's look at what's coming up next. We haven't looked at it at all, I think. So the silver one was a larger one. More HP, greater stun resistance. This one Gold Charge. Summon a huge version of Frosty Friend with a great amount of HP, stun resistance, and damage. Unlocks the final summon command, Smash. Smash is an area attack that deals damage to, knocks back, and potentially slows enemies around your Frost Friend. Has a cooldown of 10 seconds. So this summon had 1000 health. This summon has almost 1400 health. So let's also check out, I don't know what it looks like by the way guys, this is new for me as well. Next charge level, so here we go, he is out. Let's see what he looks like. So, oh my god, look at him, wait, did they always block my path? Look at him, he is enormous. And then of course we also summon the final tier of this one. We only have 40 AP left, but look at our lineup right now. You know, we are so strong. So I also want to look into the talent points, of course, that we have now unlocked. We have 7 talent points to go. So let's max out Last Spark, which says when your HP is under 20%, your magic attack increases by 10%. Of course, this means that by maxing it out, we have 30% more magic attack when we are under 20% HP, which is going to come in really helpful for boss fights, I reckon. We don't want to be under 20%, but you know, if we're under there, then it's going to be good. And we also gain 30% while below 50% HP right now. So I don't know exactly how this is going to work, if these are multiplicative with the pets or not, but we get a 60% bonus, provided this is not overwriting each other, which I'm assuming it isn't, when we are under 20% HP. And we have the pet boosting all of that damage as well, if that's how it works. So we have just tons and tons and tons of damage as we get a low HP. And then because we have the attack speed modifier on our wand right now, I think what I want to do is I think I'll put these points into Wand Master. So we have 45% more damage on our wand auto attack. So even the wand auto attacks are going to hit hard. Let me just... There we go. Those are big hits. Those are really big hits. Let me also see... Hold on, let me desummon this guy. Let me smash with... Look at this guy walking like, oh my god, like a gorilla or something. Okay, go smash, man. Go smash. Not the actual smash ability, but just 700 damage is baseline. Like 750-ish baseline damage without a crit. Now, the thing I don't know... There's also crit modifiers in the passives. So you can have crit modifiers for your character, but I'm wondering if there are also crit modifiers for my summons. I wasn't able to find it on the wiki, so that's a bit annoying. Let me check out the smash. Oh wait, that's just damage boost. Let me try smash. Okay, that's a smash. I don't know how good it's going to be, but man, it's just such a beast right now. Like over here, this says Surgeon increases crit chance by 3% per turn level, but I wasn't able to find out on the wiki, on Google, anywhere whether this also impacts pets, and it's really hard to verify because it's gonna bump it up by 15%, but you know, I would have to like do some serious calculations to be able to see whether that actually is working, and I just don't think I want to dive into that deep. It's a bit unfortunate that the information is a bit lacking. I guess I could maybe verify by putting points into brutality, because if critical hit chance works, then critical hit damage also works, right? Like I'm assuming either both of them work or none of them work. I could see whether the crits are like somewhat consistently a certain amount, and then put points into brutality and see if the crits go up. I guess I could do that. Actually, I can make some easy calculations here. So his damage range right now is 720 to 760-ish. Okay, so knowing that it's 720 to 760-ish, that means that is 150%. If I put 3 points in here, now we have 30% more critical damage. So I can just do some calculations and see if he's breaking the 150% mark and going close to 180. That should be visible. 1303. Okay, so if I take 760, which is the highest roll I've seen him do right now, if I take that and then calculate how many percentages of crits that would be relative to 1303, that is a 71% damage modifier. So that means that he is doing 171% damage with his crit, and that is based on his high roll of 760, and I haven't really seen him hit higher. Yeah, I'm pretty sure crit does work. Yeah, okay, crit does work, because that was even more. That was like 75% or something. So that means that I guess the correct build for me is going to be, if I can find the points, because obviously leveling up is going to get slower and slower and slower, we should probably put points to crit chance. Maybe I should even take damage out of crit hit bonus damage and put it into crit chance, because that might be better. I'm not quite sure. As for the skill points, I'm not quite sure what I want to do with those yet. I don't have any skills right now that I can upgrade. I mean, I could put points to Fortify, but I don't think that's really going to be working out too well, because I need to have the points for Barrier, and Barrier already takes much more of my EP than I can really afford. So I guess I'll leave these points and dedicate them into something later. Anyway, we are finally all caught up with all the stuff I wanted to cover. Now let me try and get some of these kills so we can actually get some pages. And there we go, that is page number 51 apparently. So we can now create this thing. So let me just see how this works. If I craft this thing, I'm assuming it's just going to be the book, but like a better book. So let's craft it. Meaning there's only 2 more items in the entire game. I'm assuming these things are always visible. So I think we only have 2 more unlocks literally remaining until we have crafted every single thing. So let me go over to my equipment. First of all, I want to see I'm at 491 magic damage right now. So if I now go over to, whoop, that's the wrong button. Go over to the equipment tab, equip item, and let's do one-handed. And we have the best recipe book. So this is the recipe book, and this is the best recipe book. It's also going to give me some more casting speeds. Don't really care about that too much, but it's there. An abridged version of the extra delicious recipes. It's lighter and easier to use. So 498, but it's actually bringing us up to 502. So indeed, the calculations of the extra bonuses we get from the pets are not there when it is, you know, in the equipment menus. That means that we are now past 500 magic damage. That is beautiful. All right, now we are caught up with everything I wanted to do for this video, so we can finally proceed into, you know, normal video content. I'm only 36 minutes into the recording. Oh, I just talked to this guy and I got a random big aquarium because the guy said, come over here. And I was like, well, there's probably nothing there. But apparently we got a big aquarium. Now, I will have to build up some money again because, of course, I do want to spend some on my house and stuff as well and maybe other purchases. But I just wanted to go as big as I could possibly go in that one big nuke of experience. And I'm happy I did that. Alright, so I do want to wrap up some more side quests in this video. You know, we've just done a whole lot of different things here, and I want to make sure that we're kind of like semi-caught up again with other things, so that next time we can really go on hard into the main story content again. So we have a quest here called The Remedy, which says Pot has found a new way of turning his uncle back into a human. He needs your help to make the potion. So just to quickly recap, there is this guy over here who we turned into some weird stuff, and we're trying desperately to turn back into his regular self. So like a long quest chain, and I do want to continue that, of course. So for the remedy, it says we need to do 3 different things. So first of all, find an ant that can give you an acorn. They are said to live in Cezanne. Now we haven't been in Cezanne in a while. I like how we're going back to different areas right now. It's really, really fun. So I can teleport to Cezanne over here. Well, to Santa Fe, and now we can just walk back down to Cezanne. Wait, there's something here. Have we seen this before? Ever since I was young, I feared and despised humans more than any monster. History gives us good reason to. I think we've seen this before. When we were back here, did we see this? But as much as I believe our seclusion from humanity is merited, you have thawed this frozen heart, Charlotte. Your selfless actions here shall never be forgotten. We will make sure of it. Oh, you flatter me, Elder, but please don't overdo it. I was only following my conscience. So that's our mum? Forgive me for asking, but what happened to that artifact the Frostling King wielded? It was so powerful and had such strange aura. You said it was stolen from you, but why even keep such a thing? It is a promise made by our ancestors 1,000 years ago. A mistake, perhaps, but binding nonetheless. A promise? To whom? To do what? A promise to the world, to protect it from evil. The old Fae taught us to fear that artifact, just like they taught us to fear humans. That fear made us put it out of sight and out of mind, guarded only by magic constructs whom had weakened over the centuries. To the Frostling King, it might as well have been an open door. I've always said half measures leave whole problems, so no more half measures. From this day, I shall personally make sure that no one but me can get close to that accursed artifact. My mind is at ease then, Elder. I hope I will see you all again one day. For you, Charlotte, the trees will always make way. Come back any time. So, is that how he turned into the evil? Because he was able to access it, and he was corrupted by it. Alright, now let's go find what we need. Oh, there's a guy here. Welcome back. Buy another potted tree? Even 1,000 potted trees are not too many. No thanks, we're here for an acorn. Or was it acorn? We have bought a potted tree and are a valued customer. A valued customer can have an acorn. Here, have this acorn as a thanks for being a valued customer. Please buy some potted trees. Oh, there we go. Alright, that's the acorn. So we can also shop here. Now, I do want to make sure we also look into this whole seed stuff. I believe in order to get 100%, I do have to buy seeds from this guy and plant them all or something. So this is something we will be looking into because, you know, obviously we are looking to 100% complete this game wherever possible. Now, if I get 99%, there's like this really annoying thing, you know, I might not push 100%, but I would love to push 100%. I think it would be really cool to just make this series about, you know, finishing literally the entire game because I'm really having fun in this game. So next up, find a super salad leaf. Marino's dad is rumored to grow it. So Marino's dad, we know where he lives. He lives just under Evergrande City, so let's go visit him in his mansion. Alright, this is Marino's dad, right? Vladimir. He did remarkably well in the arena. Young adults are flocking to the stores to get their hands on our products. Oh yeah, that's for the sponsor contest thing that I talked about in the recap. At this rate, we might need to open up a second factory line. Sweet, sweet riches coming our way, and all we had to do was risk the life of some low-born brat. Ha ha ha! Man, this airhead mug is getting on my nerves. I don't get how you can stand holding him all day long. He improves the flavor of anything imbibed from him threefold. The absolute certainty that I drink the best wine in the world is worth listening to this incessant drivel. That's right, trash bag, I can drivel as incessantly as I please. No, but I wanna ask you. Okay, I guess I can't ask him about it. Okay, what exactly did it say in the quest? It says, find a super salad leaf. Marino's dad is rumored to grow it. Okay, so I guess we don't ask him about it, but, you know, he must grow it somewhere around this place. Does he have like an indoor garden, an outdoor garden? I'm assuming he has a garden somewhere that we can go visit. So let me just explore this place and see if I can find any sort of garden. I mean, it's probably outside, but I'm in here anyway. Oh, what is this? Wait, this is, oh, wait, this is it? Okay, that was convenient. Look at our 6 DPS, although we're not critting at all. Oh, that was one crit. Okay, there we go. Super salad seeds. Well, that was easy to find. That is really beautiful. I mean, I knew there was like one of these, like pottery kind of places around here with like a florist or something. With BB. My knees are still shaking. Thank you so much for saving me. To think that cute little salad had teeth like those. I know. It's terrible. All right, so for the last one, we need a desert rose grown only by master botanists of the desert. So what I'm thinking, like it says botanist, so maybe my thinking here is wrong. But what I was thinking is there is the place with the people living down here who don't necessarily grow plants, but they do grow a lot of fruit, and maybe they have some. Yes, there is a. Yes. Beautiful, my mind, it's strong today. You want a desert rose, the trickiest flower in the entire world to grow, a plant which cultivation is considered a legendary feat? That's right, can you do it? Ha, of course I can. No plant is beyond my abilities, but I usually don't take requests. I'm an artist, you see. I mean, we did save you from that well, sir. Still, a desert rose would be a worthy challenge, I suppose. Pay me 50,000 gold and you'll have your precious flower. Don't pay. I don't have it. Oh. Okay, I just spent literally my entire amount of gold. I have 2.6k left. I guess I can go to the store and see if I have things that I truly don't care about anymore that I can go sell. Because, you know, I'd like to finish up this quest right now. So I farmed a ton of these gift boxes because I was just grinding so much. And I've opened up a ton as well. And I don't know what's in there. But honestly, the loot has been kind of mediocre. And just clicking them has been kind of mediocre as well. It's just taken like so much time because it's like an opening animation for every single one. And I'm assuming I have all the drops from them because I've opened probably a couple hundred of them. So I'll just sell them all. There we go. And we get some nice money. Now, we could sell these razor blades, like these sponsored weapons, but I kind of like the look of them, and I might rock them at some point for just aesthetic purposes. I mean, I have 269 pumpkin masks, and I don't need these, so, well, I didn't even think about that, but that is... Okay, there we go, 300k. I could have spent even more money on the food from the store for magic attack, but there we go, we have 300k again. Beautiful. Like, I'm fine selling things that I can farm back, but if it's stuff that I might not be able to get back again, I'd like to keep it because I do like keeping it as a bit of a prestige thing to just have all those items. Let's pay 50k. There we go. We hand over the 50k. What in the blazing sun are you doing? Expecting that plant you promised us? You think I can just conjure up a rare flower out of thin air on a moment's notice? These things take decades of obsessive care before they even have a chance of flowering. For a mere expert botanist, that is. For me, a super ultra genius botanist, it won't take long. In fact, it will take exactly as long as it would take you to go to Portemonnaie and get me an ice cream. Was that a comparison or a request? Neither. It was an order. I want a cone with apple, banana, pumpkin, egg and carrot ice cream in that order. This is where the power of taking a screenshot comes in. Whatever. If it's going to take some time, we might as well drop by the beach and get him the ice cream. Let's go, kid. Alright, well, let's just go get us some ice cream. That's perfectly fine. We can do that. Hey there, what can I get you? A cone with 5 different flavors. What were they again? A 5-flavor cone is 1000 gold. Just point at the flavors you'd like and I'll get you your ice cream ready. Do you remember what that old geezer said he wanted, kids? Yes, I do. So, we want apple. And... dude, these summons need to go. Go away. Thank you. Then we want a banana, which is over here. Then we want pumpkin, which is over here. Then we want egg, which is over here. And then we want carrots. There we go. Alright, a 5-flavor cone with apple, banana, pumpkin, egg, and carrot. Did I get that right? Yes, you did. Great choices. Here's your ice cream. Please enjoy. Guys, what's your favorite flavor of ice cream? I think for me, a good banana flavor is always really enjoyable. But, you know, there's always days as well where I'm like, ooh, like nice chocolatey flavor is also just really delicious. I guess it depends on the day. Like sometimes I like the freshness of like stuff like banana or like lemon. But sometimes I'm just like, oh, chocolate all the way. I see you brought the ice cream and it's the correct flavors too. As promised, I just finished up growing this desert rose. A dang fine accomplishment if I say so myself. So it's funny how some people take decades to do it and he's like, don't worry, I take like 4 minutes. But there we go. We have it. Take good care of it. So now we can go talk to Pot again, who I believe is the NPC just next to the entrance in Portemonnaie. So I'll see you guys there in a moment. No, that's not. Oh, okay. Okay. I thought this was Pot, but it's not. Well, I mean, it's not Pot because it's not. Guys, words are hard. Oh, wait. Is Pot the guy outside of the shop? I think that might be the case. I think he might be outside the shop. Hold on. Wait, what is going on in here? What is going on in here? You're back, and in the nick of time, Remedy has gone berserk. He smashed up his entire shop, and I'm afraid he might break out and lay waste to the city. I'll mix the potion as fast as I can, while you go inside and calm him down. Calm him down? And how exactly do we do that? He's a troll, he can take a beating, pummel him until he can't move. Alright, we can do that. Alright, so it's gonna be a boss fight, is it? Wait, he's holding a friggin' large pumpkin thing. Man, he really busted the place up. We better go all out or he'll flatten us too. Smash Shroom. Alright, Remedy the boss fight. So I guess this is probably the end of the Remedy quest chain. Let's see how strong we have gotten. Okay, he is quite strong as well. Okay, we can bump up our attack even more. And then also we can use the attack potion. And now we are God mode, right? How much are we sitting on right now? How much magic damage? 771. Oh. I don't really have that much room to kite here. Okay, I'm really not playing well. Oh, I used the wrong skill. I wanted to use the barrier. There we go. Wait, what is he doing? Oh, he's floating. There's like a section where we have to stay alive, I guess, and just dodge things. Okay, got the damage potion back up. Wait, where is he? Did he go invisible for a moment there? Okay, he's dropping the things from the sky again. And some monsters appear, which is fine. This gives me some time to HP pot up, so that's actually really good for me. My gameplay is a bit rusty, I have to admit. You know, I've mostly been playing like very easy stuff. Whoa! But fortunately, we just... like, we are strong now. Like, we can stat check, okay? You know, we can just destroy him using our raw damage output. There we go. If I hadn't grinded, this would have been much harder, I think, because we're just much, much stronger right now. Maybe we went overboard, but at least he's no longer smashing stuff. Shroom? You did it! Just as I finished up the Cure 2, stand back. I'll administer it from a safe distance. Plop. Imagine if he just missed and we just did all this work for nothing. Does he turn back into a human? Is his uncle back? Was it his uncle? I think it was his uncle. There we go, he's back! Yes, it worked. I'm a genius. How are you feeling, Uncle? Old and fragile. Every limb pains me. I'm half through the doorway of death. Praise the goddess I'm back in my own body. Wait. Uncle, you're... Did he turn into his aunt? What now? Spit it out, boy. You've turned into an aunt. Oh, that. Yes, I'm not deaf, boy. I can hear my own feminine voice. So you're not mad about that? It's a shame about the beard, but time's most important trophy is wrinkles and weariness. This body will do nicely. You did a good job, Pot. I'm impressed. Thanks. We did it. Thanks for all the help. As promised, here are my gilded potion flasks. So what happens? Like I mentioned, not only do they look fancy, but they also increase the recharge rate of your potions. I hope you'll make use of them. Thanks again for all your help around here. So that's that then? End of the quest line? Haha, I guess so. For you at least, I have some repair work to do in here. I'll see you around, I hope. Yes, do make sure to return. I've got something that might interest you. Oh, is it the final potion slot? Come on, kids, let's leave these two to clean up. Alright, the quest is done. Beautiful. We can go out and back in. No, okay. I was like, maybe it's going to be fixed then. So, potions now recharge faster, right? But he also had something for us, so let's go talk to him. Come back in a bit when my nephew has tidied the place up. I have a new discovery to show you two. Okay. The thing is, I don't know exactly how time passes here. Does it pass automatically? I guess we'll just return here later. So let's look at the quest window once again. Guys, we're doing quite well. We do have very little remaining, don't we? Like, we still have 4 exposure, which I want to go do, where we have to go take some photographs. Cami in Portemonnaie wants you to take some pictures for her. And it's going to be 3 different pictures we have to take. Take a photo when one of the musicians in Santa Fe strikes a bell. So I don't know how exactly that works. How do we take a photo? Do we just equip like the photo camera or something, and then we can attack, and like attacking becomes the photo thing? So do I have the camera here? I think we were gifted the camera, right? To take the pictures. I can't quite find it, so I'll just go to Santa Fe and we'll just see if we can do something there. So these are the musicians. Come to listen to our amazing bell play. We're the best trio of musicians you'll find north of the desert. So how do I take a picture? Do I just have to equip an item? I think that's probably the case. Oh, it's under consumables. There's a camera. A high quality camera for taking pictures. Can only hold a single one though. Okay, so we go over to that menu, and now as he strikes a bell, we have to snapshot. So let's just wait until the bell is struck. Almost. Okay. If I do it wrong, Bag says, have you read the objective, kid? There we go. We got a nice shot, kid. That was actually remarkably difficult. Maybe there's some timing thing, like based on the music that's playing or something that I can use. But that was harder than I expected it to be. Because like the moment he strikes, like it's a very short animation, you pretty much like miss it just because of your like human input delay. So go back to the quest, and it says take a photo of a Yeti in its tiny form, which I believe is what happens to a Yeti when it dies, right? So like we just kill a Yeti, it's tiny when we photograph it. This is a cool quest, by the way. I quite enjoyed this quest design. It's silly, but it's quite fun. Like you go back to different places, and I appreciate it when games have you go back to all places, because it's really fun. Okay, there we go. We took a picture. I think it was already dead, but it worked, okay? It worked, so it's fine. And then finally take a photo of someone spinning a sign as the sign is high in the air. There was a sign spinning person, but where was the sign spinning person? Was that in Portemonnaie? I feel like it was Pot over at Remedy's store, but he might actually be inside right now. So have I blocked myself? Hold on, let me see, because maybe if I go back, he's outside again, because I think he was outside spinning his sign here. Okay, he's still doing it. Okay, very good. There we go. I mean, you can't see it because my cloud's in the eye, or in the picture, but it works. Okay, return to Cami, we will. But first, I think this place has been cleaned up. It has. So I guess we have to leave the area and then come back. Ah, you're back. Good. Then allow me to explain my new discovery. I've managed to catch a lightning in a bottle, quite literally, in the form of my lightning potion. Drinking it will surround you with thunder orbs that strike at foes automatically, and to top it off, drinking any other potion while the lightning potion is recovering will spawn more orbs. Oh? I'm sure you can work out clever ways to use it. So that is the final potion. We finally have it. There we go. Spawns 4 thunder orbs while recharging. Using another pot, adds 2 more. Refills moderately fast. Okay. So I guess we can use it instead of the drop potion. And we can swap it into the drop rate potion when we're looking to get drops. Because honestly, I'm not using it anyway unless I am actively grinding for like a card or something. Or like specific drops. So let's use it. Ooh, that's cool. And if I use a health potion during it, and I use this potion during it. Okay, so it only stacks up once, I think. But still, this is cool. This could be really good damage. That's nice. Let's actually try that, okay? And I do wonder if it scales off magic damage or something, or if it's just a flat damage amount. Let's put away our pets. Let's look for some mobs. Use the potion. Oh, I did so on my cloud again, but just like the little version. Let me put it away. Okay. Let's see how much damage this does. Wait, it's... What? This is so convenient. Look at this. Okay, that's beautiful. Wait, there's something here. Hey, small fry, on account of that sexy bow you got. Wait, sexy bow, really? I've decided to start calling you medium fry. Speaking of sexy bows, some dude from the Merchant Isles came by earlier and showed me some new tricks. I could try them out on your bow to make it even stronger. How about 15,000 gold and I'll turn that bow into something fit for a real warrior. Thing is, I don't really use the bow, like, at all. I would love to replay this game as a bowman at some point. That could be really cool. But, you know, might as well just upgrade it because gold doesn't mean that much to me. And honestly, I just want everything. Right on, give me that thing for a second. And now we get the expert go. There you go, medium fry. I've still got things to learn, so make sure to drop by again. Enjoy the new bow. I'm always on the lookout for new ways to spice up bows, so check back later, alright? See, if I were a bowman, I'd be really happy right now, because I could just, you know, get like a massive damage mod or something. But right now, you know, that's not the case. So that is fine. Let's go back to, was it Cami, I think? I mean, it's a very fitting name for someone using a camera, right? So I'll go back to Cami, and we can hand in the quest for exposure. Okay, here we go, Cami, we're back. Great work, kid. Here's the reward I promised you. So we got a camera, which gives us more crit, but we lose a lot of other things. Don't really think I care about it too much, unless the special effect is really cool. So let's take a quick look at it and see... Oh, whoa, clicking the wrong buttons. Helps you find a monster's weak spot. Look closely with a perfect guard to boost the effects. Okay, I'm terrible at perfect guarding. Guys, I'm really wondering if I'm going to run into some serious issues, like at like the later game bosses or something, like the end boss or whatever, where I need to perfect guard, and my perfect guarding is just like, I'm actually terrible at it, like terrible. I could probably play this game so much better if I actually used my shield, but I'm like completely ignoring the shield even exists. But apparently she has a follow-up quest. Hey again, looking for some more work? Does it pay better? Of course not. 3 photos don't make a master. You'll need a little more exposure before you're a real photographer. That said, I'll still give you something neat for the whole batch. First off, I'll need a photo of a ghost in a graveyard. It must be visible to the naked eye, of course, with a ghost in a graveyard. Would that be in a pumpkin woods? Next, I have a client who wants a photo of one of those robotic crystals while it's charging up a shield. That's in the ancient floating city thing. Lastly, I also need a photo of an ancient giant robot. As a collector, you must surely have seen one of those, right? So, Cami, the photographer currently working in Portemonnaie, is still swamped in assignments, meaning more work for you. For the next batch of photos, the motifs are a photo of a ghost flying around in a graveyard for the paranormal report, a photo of a guardian charging up a shield projectile for the tech inquirer, and a photo of a giant robot from an ancient civilization for History Digest. And apparently we get some stuff that looks like it probably goes into our house as decorations. But that is fine, because we'll just do all the quests, because that's what we set out to do at the start of this series. Alright, so I'm back in the Flying Fortress. Are these the Guardians? No, they're not, right? There's not the Golems. These mobs somewhere around here are the shield mobs. I believe they're just up here. I still don't know, by the way, how I get into this room on the right side. Like, there's still this mystery room that we haven't gotten into yet. DNA mismatch, access denied. I'm starting to think more and more that maybe it has something to do with Zam Lamir, and maybe we have to return here after defeating him. I mean, I'm assuming we defeat him at some point. I'm assuming he's the main boss, but of course at this point we still don't really know for sure anything, really. So yeah, I'll find those mobs. Wait, where does this take us again? I can't remember this. Oh, this is the boss fight area where we fought the guy with the thing, you know, that makes sense. The guy with the thing. You guys know who I'm talking about. So the Guardians are these things but blue, right? I'm pretty sure that's the case. Is this the giant golem that we need? Hold on, there's actually something here. I don't think we've seen this yet. Professor Pine, it breaks my heart seeing you work on things like these, Tanny. Well, it's not like we can have any face-shifting tournaments with that maniac going berserk down there anyway. That's true, of course, but... Hey, do you really think these upgrades will be enough for Faceman to beat him? I mean, yeah, the cannon is stronger and the laser sword is rad and all, but last time Faceman and the Collector fought, it wasn't even a battle. He just swatted like a fly. Okay, so they're trying to make this Faceman as a project to be able to deal with Zamlamir, is that it? What are you saying, Tanny? I'm saying that Faceboy's base specs just aren't good enough. We shouldn't try to upgrade him, you know? We should build... You know... So he's going from Face Boy to Face Man. Is that it? That's kind of cool. Gundam. It's a reckless design, Tanny. I'm not sure we should risk it. This is why you always lose when we play cards, Peter. For all your smarts, you just don't take enough risks. Face Man will never beat Zamla, period. We're wasting both time and lives on this futile endeavor. You're right. Of course you're right, Tanny. I'll go fetch the blueprints. I'll finish this up in the meantime. We can install them on Faceman later. Or better yet, sell them to the merchant aisles and make some money. Then we can celebrate Gundam's victory with a cruise for the whole crew. I am not sure those upgrades are worth enough to afford so many cruise tickets. But maybe if it's just 2... I'd be fine with 2 tickets. Ooh. Well, alright. I guess that's settled then. Some flirting going on. The blueprints, Professor. Oh, yes, right. I'll be right back. 2 tickets, huh? Ah, that's cute. That's cute. Okay, let's take a picture. There we go. That is the picture of the golem. There's still a hidden chest over there as well that we can't get to. Although I guess the way you get to them is using this, like the super fertilizer or whatever it's called. And I think we could probably get more at some point in this game. But, you know, that might be something for later. Where are these mobs again? Am I just forgetting something? I thought they were here. I guess maybe they spawn here if I just keep fighting. Oh wait, is that a blue one? Okay, they're here. Okay, they're here. I'll just sit here for a bit and take a picture. My god, this potion is so damn strong. Oh yeah, they changed colors. I forgot about that. This is actually surprisingly difficult on expert mode because the mobs actually put up quite some pressure as you're trying to desperately take a picture. There we go. There we go. I got the picture. That was pretty difficult. So it seems they always go green whenever there's another one in the area because, you know, the 2 of them can link together, so it goes green. And after green, it always goes purple. And then after purple, it goes blue. But it only goes blue if there isn't another one to turn it green again. And then you have to be very quick on the photo so you can actually get it as it's using its shield. So it's a bit tricky, but, you know, it was quite fun. So I think there was one more in the pumpkin woods, right? We need a picture of a ghost in a graveyard. So the graveyard is... I think it's on the next screen. There's still that chest down there, by the way. I still don't know how to get it. Maybe it's easy to get, but I don't know. So I think the graveyard is just down here. Yes, it is. And I'm assuming it's those ghosts in the graveyard. So we'll just go here with the ghasties to pop up and then take a picture. Maybe more mobs can't spawn as long as there are still mobs alive here. So I'll just start killing some mobs. There we go. That's one ghost. Will it follow us in here? There we go. First time. Beautiful. Alright, let's go back to Cammy once again. Awesome, that's exactly what I needed, thanks. And our reward? Oh, right. Maybe I could give you some spare cutouts. They might look good as decoration in a house. So we get indeed some more decoration. And apparently there's going to be another one. Hey, are you ready for one last batch? With a little more exposure, you'll be famous. Guys, can I get this exposure as well on my channel? I would very much appreciate that. Let's cut straight to the chase. First off, I'll need a photo of a charging boar just as it's perfect guarded. Oh god, it's my nemesis, it's perfect guard. That's gonna be difficult. Next, I need a photo of 10 green slimes that are grouped together in pillar mountains. That should not be too hard. Lastly, please find a young coughing boy to take a photo of. A young coughing boy. Cammy, the photographer currently working in Portemonnaie, still wants you to take more photos. For the next batch of photos, the motifs are a photo of a charging boar being perfect guarded for the collector evening press, a photo of 10 green slimes gathered together in Pillar Mountains for Slime Lovers Weekly, and a photo of a coughing young boy for the medical examiner. And then we get a photo camera, apparently, again. Okay, cool. I will first go and grab the charging board, because that one sounds rather annoying. And I think the easiest place to get that is just south of Evergrande City. I guess it's a good thing that I'm getting some practice in this, because I desperately need it. Was that not a perfect guard? I thought I did quite well there. I've had so many attempts that I think are perfect guards, but apparently I'm still not like snappy enough. It's surprisingly difficult. Like, how is that not a perfect guard? Oh, there's an NPC in here as well. This is in Evergrande City in the big collector's HQ. What is this? Open right. I love her writing. She's a true genius. I'd love to meet her, but Portemonnaie is so far away. For me, thanks, but you can keep it. What is this? I can talk to him. It's bogus, and I can give him stuff. Can I give you Pen's autograph? Wait, seriously? You've landed an autograph from Pen right herself, and you're giving it to me? What can I say? This kid suffers the most random bout of generosity. Gosh, thanks. Here, take this book. It's not a very good book, but it's super thick. I bet you could use it as a shield. Wait, that shield is actually really good. We lose a little bit of damage, but I think I'm fine taking this trade. Oh, that's a bit of a coincidence. The reason I was here... Wait, that's Solum! It's not super durable, but... Wait, did I have like the most terrible shield possible active? I think I did. Why did I have this one active? It's just because of the magic damage. I think that might have been it. I have so many better shields. So many better shields. What am I doing? What have I been doing with my life? Did I just accidentally equip it or something? I can't remember. But we have Solum. That's actually one of the artifacts, isn't it? But I was here because I wanted to... Oh wait, this is transmuting. Actually, yeah, I can transmute all of them. Yeah, I don't need more skill points. There we go. I was gonna reset. I thought this was like the reset spot, but I wasn't. I love how he's doing like this weird little dance. Because I want to get more talent points. Because talent points are gonna help me out all the time. And that is much, much, much better than more skill points. Because I don't really need more skill points, I think. There you go. Use your new points wisely. So now I can go into here. And I can do quick reflexes. Yes, upgrade, upgrade, upgrade. Okay, see, now I have better perfect guard window. Now I believe I can do it. Also, I think I will put points. I was working on it, but I didn't really finish it off. I want to put points into this, into Brawl, landing a normal attack buffs your defense by 5%. And I think I'll just put 4 more points into that. So now we have 25% defense bonus if we just keep auto-attacking with the wand, which I think is going to be very beneficial for harder fights. Just having like way more defense. Because I think we are quite strong in the damage department, but we're still rather weak in the defense department. Especially because I can't block for shit. Look at this cool shield though. Alright, here we go. Now I believe I can get the perfect thing. If I can't get it now, then I might as well just uninstall. Cancel the series. I think the shield's attacking. Does it have a chance to attack or something? I thought I saw the shield attack. I'm actually starting to wonder now whether there even was a perfect guard pop-up. I thought it was going to be like a pop-up like perfect guard. Oh, wait, did we just... Oh my god, this shield deals so much damage when you block. Apparently that's it. Like when you guard well, this shield is just incredibly powerful. Okay, it's unfortunate, but this shield we can't use right now because this shield is actually one-shotting them. I will just equip the strongest shield itself, because that is probably going to be best for this objective. Oh, there we go. We got it. Okay, so we didn't actually get a pop-up. I just had to be very quick. I had to block it, and then as the animation of the block was playing, I took a screenshot. So like a picture with the camera. So it was like, press A real quick, and then LA. So LA, like within like a tenth of a second or something. That was super, super tight of a window, but we did it. Okay, thank God. So it wasn't me messing up. There just isn't a pop-up with perfect guard. I thought when you perfect guard, it had like a little perfect guard pop-up, but I guess I just completely mistaken there. That's fine though. That one is done. Now the next two should probably be fairly easy. So let me go to a place where I can get a lot of slimes up in Pillar Mountains. Guys, I love the fact that we're going back to all these places. Look at this place, Pillar Mountains. We haven't been here in such a long time. It's lovely. So we just don't kill slimes, kill everything else, and wait for a whole bunch of slimes to appear, right? So there's 5 on my screen right now. Actually, I'll probably just murder a couple just to create a lot of spawns first, and then I'll start chipping away at the non-slimes. Okay, so there's 7 on my screen right now. They stopped spawning, though. Can I not get it here? Is the spawn area too small? I think this area just doesn't support enough mobs, so I guess we'll go to a different area. Maybe over here somewhere? It's a larger area, so maybe it has more room for spawns. Wait, the butterfly! Guys, I completely forgot about this as well. But of course, there are the butterflies. I don't know if I can see anywhere which ones I have, which ones I haven't got. Because I would love to, you know, finish this off as well. Wait, hold on. Did I not equip? Equip item. There we go. Floop. A big pink butterfly. I would love to see which ones I have, and I go and complete that as well, because I'm assuming I can get all of them, because I'm quite far into the game. But I just completely lost track of which ones I have and which ones I don't have. So I guess I could maybe look up a list on the wiki or something, and you will just go through them. But I'll leave that for a little bit later. Once again, it doesn't appear like there's that many mobs here. This is amazing for grinding. Look at this, guys. Look at how quickly I take out all these mobs. It's even quicker than using my pets to do it. Like, this could speed up grinding even more, because I'm getting quicker kills, meaning much quicker respawns, which means I can get even more food from my pets. Okay, so here we have 7 once again. There's 3 more up here. Can I get these to move in with the others? Come on, guys. You want to move in together? Come on. Oh, no. I meant to only kill the bunny. Okay, well, we can get this one, maybe. I'm assuming they don't despawn, right? So as long as I get these 3 to group with the other 7, then we're good. The mob boss actually moves a lot quicker than the others. It's kind of funny how he has a lot more movement speed. Okay, I think these are 10. Gotta group them all very close together, I think. And then take a picture. Yeah! There we go, we did it. Beautiful. Now I can murder them all. Alright, and now I need... What does it say? A coughing boy. I feel like I've seen a coughing boy before, but... Did I bring someone medicine or something? I feel like I've seen this before. Wasn't there someone in the starting area, guys? I love how this quest is taking me further and further back. Like, every quest I get, I feel like I'm going further back. Literally, right now, I'm in the starter zone, and I'm going to check out Startington. And I feel like there was, like, a sick person here we had to get some medicine for or something. Wait, there's also someone here I can talk to. Grandpa Joe, there you are, child. I was hoping you'd come back. See, I have this letter from your mother, Charlotte. She wanted you to have it in case you became a collector when she wasn't around to see it. Oh. How about giving her a visit as you read it? I'm sure that would warm her spirit in the afterlife. What? Oh, visit her in that sense, okay. Dear Ikea, being a collector is fun and exciting, but also very dangerous. I'm writing this hoping you won't have to read it, but if you are, it means I've reached the end of my road. But it also means you've started walking the very same one, and I couldn't be more proud of you. Being a collector is a great honor. I have left this world with no regrets. I have seen so much excitement and adventure, not to mention having a wonderful son with a man I love. I'm sorry I wasn't there to see you grow up and grow strong. Hug your father tightly from me and thank him for raising you so well. A million hugs and kisses. Mom. That's a sweet letter. That's really sweet. That's cool. We'll get her back yet, right, kid? That would be nice. Hey, there's something attached to the letter. Charlotte's pendant. P.S. I've attached an old pendant that's been in our family for dozens of generations. Please keep it safe for me. So, a sentimental trinket, huh? These things somehow always end up being important. Guys, I wonder if this is like gear, and I wonder how long we've been able to get this gear for, if it's gear. I like how all these things have appeared ever since we did the timing thing. I love how we can go back to all places now and like rediscover lore that wasn't there previously. Here lies Charlotte, beloved wife, mother, and collector. So before we interact with that memory thing, let's go have a quick look at whatever this pendant is. So this is Charlotte's pendant, a pendant that has stayed in the family for many generations. You got it in Startington. This item is not equipable, but it's probably totally awesome in some other way. Okay, so I guess we'll need it at some point in the story or something. There's also this thing, of course, to interact with. Is this her? Is this Charlotte in her training days? Oh, well, I guess she's quite strong. Slimes. Oh, wait, that's Zamla. Of course, that's Zamla. Slimes, 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 slimes. Why did you even bring me here, Master? Is this him in his very early days? Did he also start in Startington? Tradition, young Zamla. All aspiring collectors are first brought here to fight the green slimes. It marks the start of their journey to excellence and fulfillment, see? How boring. Well, I guess you never know when you'll need 1,000,000,000 apples. Wasn't there a quest at some point that said something about requiring 1,000,000,000 apples? Ah, it's a card, finally! Is this his first card? That's the green slime card. Beginning your collection with one is set to give the goddess his blessing. Guys, I think this is such good story writing. Like, we learned that he was desperate for cards. You know, he was desperate for power. He really wanted to become as strong as he could possibly get. Initially to protect his people, but later just for selfish reasons. And the fact that he ended his journey. Well, he's still there, but he's like his journey for cards kind of led him to the point where he wanted so much power that he got all the monster cards, and he wanted to find out if there was a human card to become even more powerful. And it all started here with this moment where he got his slime card, like his green slime card. That's so cool. All this for a card? Ha! What's the point? It will be gone when I wake up anyway. Gone? Wake up? What are you talking about, boy? Cards are the one thing you can never part with once you obtain one. See? It won't disappear. Never. I don't know where you got the notion, but that card is yours to keep, Zamla, forever. To keep forever? Then that means I can collect them all? And that's how his obsession with cards slowly began, as he wanted to get the human card later. Really, really, really cool setup. But I believe there was a sick kid somewhere. Was it in this house? Yes. Oh, I guess I gotta take the picture while he's coughing, right? Did they set this up all the way back when they created this character in the first place? Was he later added with this quest? Or did they just retroactively do this? Because the fact that he has like a coughing animation that you can, snapshot in an image is really, really cool. So that is the quest done as well, I believe, right? Yeah, so return to Cammy. Okay, so we go to Cammy. I wonder if it's going to be even more quests after this. I mean, this is the third quest in a row now that we have with Cammy to get pictures. So let's go back to Cammy. I mean, she did say one last request, right? So I'm guessing this is the final one. Amazing work as usual. Thanks, kid. You totally saved me from missing a bunch of deadlines with all these photos. Here, take this. It's actually quite valuable, but you've deserved it. You're a real photographer now. So we get a shield. Hold on. What is this shield? Also, she has no new quest. No. Can I still talk to her? Thanks for the help, truly. Had I missed all those deadlines, my reputation would have been ruined. I'll be more careful about managing my workload from now on. That's very smart. As for the camera, you can keep it. Maybe you'll find a use for it someday. Okay, so let's take a look at this camera shield. A broken camera, but its flash is working. Maybe it can be useful as a shield. Okay, we will equip it, and now we will have some sort of special effect. It's cool that we have a camera as a shield, though. Even if it's not very useful, which we don't know if it is, just having it is kind of cool. So that is, I believe, all the side quests that we had on us done. These are all quests we've done. Now, next time, we will not be doing side quests. We will be trying to do a fair price. A fair price is what we need for what floats your boats. As you can see, this quest chain says go to Dragonbone Dunes, go to Port Monet, find a boat in the Port Monet Harbor, and go to the saloon in the desert and talk to the gangsters, which all was done before. Then complete Vilya's request, and Vilya's request, of course, is a fair price, for which we have to go find the ruins in the Dragonbone Dunes. Now, I don't know where they are, but I'm looking forward to that. So thank you so much for watching this one, guys. This one probably is the one where we've made the most progress we've ever made in a single video. I've just made like a ton of progress. There were probably like 20 to 25 hours or something in this video, just with the grinding and the editing and everything combined. So hope you guys enjoyed this one. I do very quickly want to showcase as well how far we are into the games. Let me save and quit real quick. And you can see we were at 69% in before. We are now 71% in. We are 52 hours into this playthrough as well. I think before today's video, we were like 28 hours in. So that's like 24 hours worth of playtime. Some AFK time in there as well, but like lots of gameplay. So next time we'll continue the main story, and yeah, we are slowly closing in on the ending of the game. We're not there yet, but I reckon we're quite far in. So thank you so much for watching, guys. Have a wonderful day, and I will see you next time. Bye bye, guys.